Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist to the Abyss, and you're watching my review for World Trigger, Chapter 146. At first, I was going to just do a double review this week with last week's chapter and this week's chapter, but then I realized that there was no chapter this week, so I figured I might as well just do the review now, get it out the way. I'm in the process of trying to catch up to Hunter x Hunter. I'm at chapter like 347 or 348 or something like that. But I'm on my way to catching up. I've got like 10, 11 chapters left to go, so I'm going to catch up. Because I heard from friends that it's just really epic right now, so they're pretty much making me. Because I don't feel like reading Hunter x Hunter, because I don't feel like waiting for hiatuses. Because where I stopped with the anime was the perfect ending point. So I figure I'm satisfied with that. But then people saying, no, just keep reading. I know the hiatuses are going to suck, but just do it anyway. So now I'm doing it. But anyway, World Trigger. All right, this chapter was pretty much just a recap chapter, just all the commentators reviewing the match and everything. They started off by complimenting Osamu because anybody who knows Tamakoma will tell you that Yuma is the ace, and without him, they're just going to suck, and they just can't do anything without him. And people figured, oh well, Osamu's answer to this is going to say, I want to get stronger so I can help Yuma, the shonen thing to do. And then in reality, Osama's like, how about we just make Yuma even better? That way we don't have to worry about us holding him down as much. So that was his solution, and people gave him a little bit of respect for that because it was a unique answer that they didn't expect. Plus, he and Chica have made themselves relevant by creating a form of offense that makes Yuma even better in a way where their opponents have to be wary of all three of them. Right? So, um, the wires, Chica sniping with the lead bullets and everything. Zaki squad in particular, it was just difficult for them to focus because if they had just focused on Yuma 3-on-1, they would have defeated him. But because they had to worry about Chica and wires, they had to like look over their shoulders and just everywhere, and it didn't work out. It just didn't work out for him. Okay, um, but if they said that they would have had a chance of winning if they had gotten rid of at least one distraction. Like if they had just gone after Chica in the beginning and taken her out of the picture, then maybe they would have had a chance to beat Yuma as well. But in the end, that's not what happened. And yeah, Zaki, he tried to take responsibility for it, saying it was his fault they didn't go after Chica sooner and they maintained their um, formation. Uh, they maintained their formation for too long, but Fumika and Maruka and Tomoe, they're just telling them like, no, stop. Your decisions are the reason why we're as strong as we are right now. Don't think that. And they're pretty much just trying to make him feel better. Not like they weren't trying to make him feel better. They were literally just telling the truth as they see it, and it ended up making him feel better. Making him feel better wasn't really their goal. They were just talking and saying, I don't really think that's true. I don't really think that um, your decisions hurt us. If anything, they just helped us. Like they were just speaking their mind. It just happened to make him feel better. Um, but anyway, um, Hughes, who I for a second I actually forgot he was watching the match. Hughes explains the trick behind Osamu's wires. He said that the trick behind it is that there are multiple, like the way it came off in the match, it looks like there are only two types of wires, the camouflage ones and the ones that are actually easier to see. However, in reality, there are five types of them at least. And he only used the normal, he only used like the top, the most visible wires. So people are looking at the normal wires now and assuming that those are the camouflaged ones. While the incredibly easy ones to see, they think those are the normal ones. So in a future match, when he decides to use the actual camouflage, or well, he used them in this match. The reason why um, Katori and some other people thought they had shot down all the wires, but then realized they hadn't and got tripped up anyway. It's because he used the wires that were the actual camouflage wires, ones that are actually difficult to see. But in a future match, he'll probably do the same thing, and it'll probably work again because people aren't aware of the fact that there are actually more camouflage types of wires, which is actually it's actually a pretty good plan. It really, I mean, it really is. Um, but yeah, I'm actually pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped because the chapter ended with a reminder that Hughes is joining Tamakoma, and I like this a lot because part of the entire, pretty much the point of the entire chapter was trying to hype up Tamakoma and show you that these guys have improved a lot. They're really freaking good, and they actually have a chance at doing something now. The entire point of the chapter was to build up Tamakoma and make them look like they're freaking great, and then the chapter ends by telling you, by the way, this team that is now considered great is going to have Hughes on it too. And that reminder just makes me realize, wait, so they're not just going to be great anymore. Now they're going to be amazing. So I like the way this chapter was structured in that way. Though I could have done without the scene with Katori because she's a punk. She's a loser. Okay, she's a sore loser. She said she was going to quit Border because she's a punk. And she got talked out of it because she's a punk with no resolve. Okay, screw her. Screw Katsuri. Okay, forget her. Forget her. I would be okay if her. I would be okay if she didn't show up for another chapter after this. Like I'd legit be okay with that, because she's a punk. I'm just done with her. I'm just done. I'm just done. I'm just done with her now. I'm just done. Okay, I just don't even feel like I just don't feel like dealing with her anymore. Okay, I don't feel like hearing her. I don't feel like hearing her. I don't feel like looking at her. I don't feel like watching her childish reactions. I just don't care. I'm just done with Kadri. Okay, I'm just done. I'm just done. Okay. Um, the standings were shown. Tamakoma is in fourth place now, behind Mia's squad, Kage, and Ikoma squad. Okay, so yeah, they didn't reveal what the next matchup is going to be, but I am looking forward to that because because a part of me wants to see Mia and Kageura fight against them again. Especially, but would it be four teams or three? That'd be interesting. If it was literally just teams 1, 2, and 4, or even 1, 2, 3, and 4, that would be interesting too. I'm just interested in seeing how Tamakoma's improvements, like with those improvements, how they would stand up to the same squads that dominated them. You know, so I'm curious. I'm just curious to see. I'm curious to see them fight Ninamiya and Kageura squads again. But and if you want to, you can throw Ozma in there. Why not? I mean, Azuma himself is like the only reason that team is anything because he's so legit with his sniping just out of nowhere, like sniping through buildings and crap. Yeah. So anyway, the point is I'm hyped. That's the point. I'm hyped for more World Trigger, as I usually am, because World Trigger is just really solidly good and consistent, and it's high quality. So yeah, and that is that. Well, there was just for the heck of it, there was a mention in this chapter that none of the other teams can really copy the whole wire technique thing and use it the way Tamakoma does, because the only reason it's helpful for them is because of Yuma being as good and quick and agile as he is, and because Yuma is so unique, he's the only one who can really take advantage of it, so no one's really going to copy it. They mentioned that. Plus, they mentioned that Yuma used he. I don't know if he mastered it per se, but he learned Kage's mantis technique with scorpion. Yeah, so that this is supposed to be mantis. Um, anyway, that's it for the chapter, you guys. Overall, give it a 7 out of 10. Because while it was mostly recap, I still like the way it was structured and how it just built up Tamakoma and then put the cherry on top with Hughes. So, yeah, I'll give this chapter 7 out of 10. And that is that, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at BlacklistOTA. And I will see you guys next time.